Trish here with Fat Lady Crochet. Hope you're doing good today. Let's jump right in. I just wanted to announce that the Long Dog Valentine's outfits are ready to go. They're in the shops. And the Valentine's outfit comes with instructions for the love bug outfit for our long dog, as well as our original love bug pattern. It also comes with instructions for the chocolate strawberry suit with a little extra chocolate strawberry accessory on the side. So I know lots of you have purchased them. I'm really excited to see your finished pieces. Thanks for your support as well. Thank you to the people in my Facebook subscription group, because it was actually a person in that group that came up with the idea of giving our long dog a love bug outfit. So that person was gifted a copy of the pattern pack, which was wonderful, and the rest of them got a special coupon for a few days so that they could get that pattern pack at a discount. So that's super fun, and that's an example of how I like to use that Facebook group. So I sort of keep people informed about what I'm working on. I ask for suggestions, and yeah, just have kind of a dialogue with people, and it's lovely. I love having that sort of connection with people in that way. So that's exciting. As well, I don't know if you've seen if you follow me on Facebook or sorry, not on Facebook, just on Instagram, we're doing a partnership collaboration giveaway with Annie's Attic. And what it is a full crochet kit for Daisy the Fat Cat pattern. So this yarn behind me here, this premier yarn, is what is part of the kit. And what happens is you will get that yarn sent to you, as well as there is a downloadable pattern for our Daisy. So Daisy, by the way, is a smaller version of our Fat Cat pattern. So our Fat Cat pattern is like a great big pillow. It's used with double strands, I think, and a bigger hook. And what they've done is they've taken that pattern and just made it into a smaller sort of version of the Fat Cat. So if you are on Instagram, please go ahead and check out that announcement, and it'll tell you all the instructions, what you have to do in order to win that. So there's only a few days left to enter that contest. Good luck if you enter it, and let me know if you enter it. Another thing I wanted to share with you today is a free pattern that I've put onto my website, as well as doing a full tutorial for everybody. It's not just a members only one, and it's for this little salt shaker. And here in Canada, we use a lot of salt on our roads when we have icy roads. Creating this is my way of participating in an act of craftivism, and I see a lot of actually, the majority of my followers and customers are actually located in the US. And so this is my way of showing support and just letting people know that I'm behind you, and I support you, and I send a lot of love your way. So please go ahead and download the pattern for Salty and watch the YouTube video tutorial as well. So just a couple of things about Salty. Obviously, you're not going to be using any buttons if you're giving this to people that are under 3. And then up top here, I've used French knots for the salt shaker holes, but you can also just use straight stitches. So both the well, I'm not sure, I believe I mentioned it in the video, but I do definitely mention it in the written pattern, that you can use either French knots, or if they're difficult, if that's too difficult, that's cool. You can use just straight stitches for those salt shaker holes. And if you're looking for a tutorial on French knots, there are some really simple ones right here on YouTube. So it's not a difficult stitch to do. It's an embroidery stitch. It's not difficult, but it kind of looks like it's difficult until you get the hang of it. The key with doing French knots though is to use both hands. So you're using one hand with the needle, and then you're sort of securing or anchoring the stitch itself with your other hand. So, but you'll be shown that if you go ahead and check out any videos. And this week I am really working hard at getting started on our count. So I am way behind with my Sesame pals, and I wish I wasn't, but this has been such a busy January. So I'm really going to try hard to get working on count today and at least get a start on him. You know, it's funny being a creator with ADHD tendencies, because something will catch my eye and then I want to work on that, such as the long dog. I didn't have any plans at all in the beginning of January to even do the long dog. And then it kind of snowballed once my daughter showed me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna rework this pattern. And then my daughter happened to be creating a long dog of her own, and that design itself was just awesome and I loved it. So then I knew that I too wanted to redesign my long dog. And then I don't really know how we came up with the idea for outfits, but I'm living for it. Like, I absolutely love it. I will be creating some St. Patrick's outfits. I'm planning on doing a little leprechaun kind of outfit, and then also what I have is a lucky bug that's similar to our love bug. So the difference between the love bug and the lucky bug is obviously color, and we use shamrocks for the wings instead of hearts. So I will be also reworking the lucky bug pattern, and that will be going up onto the website in the Giving collection. I will probably also do a YouTube tutorial for that, which would be free to everybody. And then I think we're probably going to have to make an outfit for our long dog that goes along with our lucky bug. So 2 outfits for St. Patrick's, and then it's time for spring. And I can't even, I think there's going to be no end to the outfits that we're going to do for long dog for spring. We're going to do bees. We're probably going to do flowers, like a big daisy, you know, an Easter chick, an Easter egg, an Easter bunny. If you have ideas, let me know, because I love to gift free patterns to people that give me great ideas. So if you have any good ideas, something that you're looking for, please drop a line and let me know what you're thinking. And I am still working on the Valentine mods for Mankini Gnome. I have the first outfit finished, but I do want to make that Cupid outfit as well. I found out that Cupids and cherubs are a little bit different. Cherubs are a biblical creature and Cupids are not biblical. I think they are Roman, or I'm not exactly sure what they are, but they're not, it's not the same thing. Similar, but not the same thing. Now I think with Cupid, the original Cupid, I believe they had 3 faces. Now I could be wrong. It could be the cherubs, as you know, it's either cherubs or the Cupids. They had, like, there was a head of a lion, I don't even know what else, and just like quite strange looking creatures. So that is not what I'm doing, obviously, with Mankini Gnome. That's it for today, I think. So have yourselves a good day, and we shall see you next time. Bye.